Okay, so let's take a look at the dashboard on the hub. So I'm just going to open up our main menu, straight into the dashboards, and then I'm presented with two options. I've got Salon dashboard and team dashboard. First of all, let's just take a look at the team dashboard. So we'll just click on that option and wait for it to load. And what you'll see straight away is this particular dashboard does look slightly different to the Silverlight version. And in my honest opinion, I prefer this. I prefer the sharpness, and it's a lot more easy to understand. So we've got the salon details on the left-hand side of your screen. Then it moves over to your team member names, their categories, so whether they're in the hair or beauty departments. This is a 4-week dashboard, so this is looking up until the 1st of June. So all of these numbers here under the services tab on your right hand side are actually a mixture of both what's physically been taken by that team member and also an income projection. So it's actually looking at all of the appointments on that particular team member's column, and then we'll give you a estimate. So in the best case scenario, we can see here that Stacey's got an income projection of £5,292.92. So what that fundamentally means is if all of her clients turn up and she has no cancellations or no shows, she has the ability to earn or at least take that for the salon up until the 1st of June. Moving along, we can see what she's done in retail, and then as we just select her, actually we can just look back in a little bit more detail, so we can see how many clients she's actually seen, the percentage of new clients, whether there is any request bookings, the average bill, the care factor and the rebookings. And a lot of you will already know that they are 6 of the main target groups that you can set up as a KPI. Now, as we look over to the green box, we can look at the description of each service. So it even breaks down into the different categories of cutting. So cutting, colours, etc. So this will give you a statistic of how many of that particular service Stacey's done and the total value and percentage that she's actually done. Then as we scroll down further, we've got 2 blue boxes here, and this is all about her retail. So what retail she's sold, and it will break it down into the brands, the units and the value. And then on the right hand side, we can see the products as well. So whether they're conditioners, shampoos, etc. So let's just scroll back up to the top of the screen. And what I'm going to select here is just click on this toggle team chart. And I'm just going to keep it on the weekly view at the moment. I have got my options here to pull down. So if I wanted to review either a daily, monthly, 4-weekly, or even a customized date frame, I can do that on the hub. But as I say, I'm just going to keep this on the weekly view at the moment. And what you can see here is it will look back over a 12-week period. And this is just basically showing us what this particular team member's performance is over the last 12 weeks. So I've got some more options to look at on the right hand side of the screen, the pull down box, and I can look at any topic. So if I wanted to see what her retail was over a 12-week period, starting from 12 weeks ago, I can see what her KPI is set to and what her retail value for that particular week is. Likewise, if I wanted just to measure what her average bill is, I can select that from the options, and it will show you what her average bill is for the 12-week period. Then last but definitely not least, we've got the scare sheet. Many of you will know what this is, so we'll just click on the scare sheet, let this load up. So here we've got the scare sheet now. It's showing you all the statistics for all of the team members over the last week. However, as you know, this is a customizable report. So if we wanted to customize the date range, so if we just wanted to look back from the 1st of May up until, let's just go for 17th of May. So click on submit, and this will then start loading that particular report and the time frame that we've selected. So here we are, the report has loaded all of the key information that we need to know about the total clients, average bill, sales of each of the different categories of the home care, and it will also show you all of the average bills, your care factor, how many retail units you've got. So this is a fantastic report to use if you are having a one-to-one or a quarterly review. So I've headed back to the main team dashboard for you now, just to kind of communicate a few points. So all of these reports you can export to Excel, or you can actually print them off to a printer. So these are the two icons at your top right hand side of the screen. And then finally we've got the settings wheel here. Once we click that, we can select what information we can view. So if we wanted to kind of customize these particular dashboards, we can do really easily. So I'm back at the main menu now, and this time I'm going to check the salon dashboard. So the main difference between the two dashboards, the salon dashboard overviews the whole salon rather than the individual team members on the team dashboard. So here we go, we're just going to focus on the Hoopers site, and this is again a 4-week dashboard. So this is looking at all of the appointments up until the 1st of June. And what we can see here is what each of the services that have been already booked in, and also a income projection. So on the green box on your right hand side, you can see a breakdown of all of the services that we have created, and also a projection of the services that we have on our columns up until the 1st of June. And then we can see, and on the left hand side, you can see on the peach box that there is a breakdown of all of the clients. Then we can go into our brands and see exactly what type of products that we've sold, and on the pink box on your right hand side, it will break down all of the promotions that have been used in salon as well. So this is a lot of information that you have at the tip of your fingers, available to view very quickly on the hub. So let's see what other options are available to us. So just like we did on the team dashboard, we're just going to look at the chart icon here. And this is looking back over the last 12 months for services. So you can basically see like for like each month and compare each month. And you can see what your salon targets are compared to your actual physical money that you've taken. This is a really useful tool to be able to look back over your prior months for services, or you might just want to see something like your average bill for a 12-month period. So just as we did on the team dashboard, let's have a look at the icons on the top right hand side. First of all, we're just going to use this chart icon here, and this is reviewing the last 12 months. So we can see at the beginning of the graph here, this is looking back on June 2018, and it's just showing us our service totals for that month, and it will do for the other 11 months. We can also change what options we're looking at. So if we wanted to see how many new clients we've had come in every month, it's really easy to compare like for like as well. It also shows you what your KPIs are. So let's just choose services again, and what it will do is it will show you what our KPIs for our salon is compared to what our physical money in the till is. Then finally, we've got the stats icon here. So the red line is what your targets are for the salon, and then the coloured line above that is what you've physically taken so far. The hub is really quick, it's really useful, it's very sharp, and all the information is at the tip of your fingers.